Welcome to the Cosmic Couple.
Welcome back.
Welcome.
This week, we are going to discuss a very important moment.
Prom season.
But before we get to prom, let's finish up with the end of Christmas break, because before we went back to school, we still had some time off, and
We were able to squeeze in a couple more dates.
yeah, and I think I came over to your house.
We had a project due when we got back, so we both needed to work on projects
That's
over
right.
winter break.
That's right. Yeah,
So you came over with your colored pencils,
right.
and we sat at the dining room table at my house
Yeah, probably listen to.
listening to some records.
Yeah, you loved
Old school.
the musical Hair.
Yes.
I remember that. You would sing that a lot.
Yes, that was always fun record to listen to.
Yeah. Then when school resumed, we just kind of carried on like everything was normal.
Yeah.
It wasn't like we weren't, PDA, which is, what does PDA stand for?
Public display of affection.
That's right. Yeah. That wasn't our thing. So, we weren't like walking the halls holding hands or like, giving each other kisses at the door to class.
No, absolutely not. Cringe.
Right.
Cringy.
Yeah. A lot of people didn't know that we had gone on a date, but word slowly gets out as it does.
And then slowly it was prom season.
Yeah.
And so then who's coupling up
Right.
for the big dance.
That's right. So prom season was coming around, and it was nice because I had a date pretty much lined up, I felt.
Yes, I was going to say yes. And it was your senior prom.
Right.
And I remember being on the committee to do the decorations. And,
Really? Okay.
Yeah. And like do the streamers and the theme.
What was our theme?
I think it was a U2 song.
Sunday, Bloody Sunday?
No.
Okay. Let's check.
That would not have been a good prom song.
Yeah, that's probably not a good prom theme.
The Sweetest One?
Oh, The Sweetest Thing.
The Sweetest Thing.
Yeah, that's a U2 song. Yeah.
That's what it was.
Okay. Well, that's perfect.
It just came back to me.
So, and I don't even know how this comes about, but I got nominated for the prom court. I mean, was there a pre-vote or something like that?
Yeah, there was a nomination
Oh.
where you could nominate people,
Okay.
a ballot to nominate people.
Okay.
And then there was, then there was the vote.
Now, I remember I got nominated one time before for homecoming, and I remember going to the office and talking to the secretary. I'm like, how do I get my name off of the ballot?
Why would you want to get your name off the ballot?
Well, I didn't have anybody I wanted to ask.
Oh.
We hadn't met yet.
That's adorable, though.
So, but now it was on again. I'm like, okay, let's leave it on. I think we're cool. So the vote happened, and then I do remember the announcement coming over the PA. I was in English class.
I was in math class. I remember.
And they started with like members of the court. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, I don't hear my name. And they got to your prom king, and they said my name. And I was kind of in shock.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, I remember the name being said, and everyone in my math class, there was a couple people that knew that I had gone on a date with you, and they're like, oh, you're going to prom with the king, making jokes.
And then they announced the prom queen, and
she was so sweet. She was so nice to me. She was so sweet.
She was very sweet. I remember seeing you, because I think you were in the other building.
Yes, I was in another building in math class.
Yes, and then you crossed back over to the main building.
Yes,
and I remember us seeing each other kind of in the commons area, and we both had big smiles.
Yes,
and you said, congratulations, King, or something, something like that.
Yes, for sure.
I may have even at that moment said, would you go with me?
I think so. I think
Yeah.
you said, so will you be my date? Yeah. It
Yeah.
was very much in that moment.
I remember telling my mom that I'm going to go to prom, so I'm going to need to rent a tuxedo. And she was excited. And you went dress shopping at some point.
Yeah. Yeah. It was really exciting because my mom took me shopping and we went to another bigger city nearby, just the two of us.
Okay.
And I found a dress, and it was like the most expensive dress. So
Okay.
it was a really big deal, not
Right.
handed down. It was really fun and exciting.
Yeah. It was kind of off the shoulder, right?
Yep, it was a long dress
Long dress.
and
Yeah.
had like a crinoline underneath it, 90s
Mhm.
Jessica McClintock-esque
Okay.
dress, where if you were a girl during that age, you would know.
That's funny because
Fancy.
now you say that, when I saw it, I'm like, oh, that is Jessica McClintock-esque. Anyway.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know who that person is.
I wouldn't expect you to know that. Yeah, it was just very exciting because it was super fancy and just felt super special.
Yeah. I remember just walking through this kind of cascade of like tinsel or streamers and stuff.
Yes.
And then everybody clapping and
And there was a
hoo-ha.
spotlight on
Yeah.
you, on the people, the court,
Yeah.
as each couple came out.
Right. And then, I don't know, I guess the Queen and I had a dance
Yes.
at
Yeah.
some point. Might have been right then.
Right then. Yeah. There was a dance.
Yeah. Then we got to dance together.
Yeah. And then we danced. Yeah.
Right.
But I remember there was like a photography booth.
Oh, right.
Where you could go and get your picture taken
Yeah.
by a professional photographer.
That's right.
And of course, we have that. And
Yeah.
you're so cute in your tux. and there was like white lattice,
Yeah.
and some like artificial flowers. Like it was
like some
pretty
archway
bad.
thingy.
Like an
Yeah.
archway. Yeah.
You got to have all that. That's just, yeah.
Standard prom cheesiness.
So I had planned something afterwards where we both liked the song Sailing by Christopher Cross.
Yeah, I had grown up listening to that album.
Right. And I had also grown up listening to it too. So we both kind of like, when we both found out, we're like, oh yeah, we love that. I love that song. I must have recorded it onto a cassette tape, and then I brought the cassette tape in a Walkman with 2 pairs of headphones. I had the jack to split that, plug it into the Walkman, and we would go to one of our favorite parks, and there was a nice dock that kind of went off into a small bay, and I thought, we'll put on the headphones and I'll play this, and then we'll have a nice slow dance on the dock.
Yeah, it was so sweet.
Yeah.
It was such a surprise, and it was so sweet.
And it was almost perfect.
It was almost perfect.
Except for the batteries died.
Oh, no.
I guess I didn't check them.
The
I should have put new batteries. So I had it all set, and I remember playing it, and it maybe played a couple minutes, and then it died.
It was still a really, really sweet, memorable moment.
Yeah. I think we may have just hummed the song together.
Yeah, we did. I mean, we were certainly laughing.
Slow dance, yeah.
And then I remember I had to be home pretty early, and so we just went over to my parents' house, and we watched a movie.
Yep, I think we watched an Indiana Jones.
Yeah, my family, my parents really liked Indiana Jones movies, so it would make sense that we watched that there.
It was a nice night.
It was really nice.
So that was Prom.
Yes, very great memory.
So we will leave you all here, and thank you for listening.
Thanks for listening.
And we will talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.